Okay. Um. All right. Start the weather outlook for today. Let's see. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Well, I'm almost done. Oh, 1 more second. All right. Okay. Yeah. And this is other outlook for today. I got 3 areas of slight risk in the United States today. We got slight risk over here in the Southern Plains. We got for Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, times over New Mexico, parts of Texas, is Texas and Oklahoma Panhandle. Got another slight risk over here in the Midwest, here or Michigan, most of Michigan Upper Peninsula, and northeast side Wisconsin. And even another area of a slight risk in the northeast, for New York and Vermont. It has marginal risk. Overall, it's risk for most of the northeast United States. Got risk span from the Midwest to the Southern Plains over here. We got marginal risk over here in the southeast United States over Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Right, and main cities in the slight risk is Amarillo, Texas, Albany, New York, Schenectady, New York, uh, Utica, New York, Troy, New York, and then there's the marginal risk is New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Lincoln, Nebraska. And Tornaris today. Oh, all right. Tornaris Day. Highest actually in the Northeast United States. 5% chance over New York, upstate New York, and Northwest Vermont. Then 2% spank from this tiny sliver Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, tiny sliver Maine, tiny sliver Massachusetts. And you got 2% risk for most of Upper Peninsula Michigan and northeast to North Wisconsin. Oh, now wind risk. This actually looks like an update from the last time I checked it. I have 2 areas of a 15% sig 1 wind risk. Over here in the Southern Plains, over Texas, Oklahoma, Panhandle, Kansas, Colorado, New Mexico, Nebraska. Another storm over here in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, Northern Michigan. And we have 5% chance of from Midwest all the way to the South Plains. Going over here in Dixie Alley, Southeast United States for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. And we have a 15% no sig risk though here in the Northeast or upstate New York and Vermont, and 2% from New York, Pennsylvania, tiny sliver of Connecticut, going to Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine, western Maine. Right. All right. This is the fire risk for today. You have a critical level 2 out of 3 risk for wildfires to happen in the 4 corner states, over Arizona, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and some of southern Wyoming is included in this. And so we have a level 1 isolated risk from dry thunderstorms over New Mexico and going to Colorado. Just be aware, handling fire in the wilderness. Make sure your campfire's out all the way when you leave it, and make sure cigarettes are out all the way. Main cities in critical risk is Flagstaff, Arizona, Grand Junction, Colorado, Farmington, New Mexico, Gallup, New Mexico, Clifton, Colorado. We have storm reports now. Storm reports from yesterday. Got 9 tornado reports, 101 wind reports, 53 hail reports. Most of it happened over here in the high plains. Got tornado, or wait. Oh, not 9 tornado reports, 4 tornado reports. We're here in the high plains over South Dakota going to Minnesota. Got winds down here from Texas to Oklahoma. Got over here in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. And yeah, that's what it looks like here. Let me look. June 28th storm reports. right? Storm reports for June 28th. Um, yeah, June 20th, we got two tornado reports. You have one in North Dakota and one in Florida. You got one wind report down here in New Mexico, southeast New Mexico. Some here in South Carolina, North Carolina. Got some in Iowa, hail report in Iowa. But most of it happened along this line over here of thunderstorms that happened late June. Uh, let me think. Yeah, late Sunday night to early Monday morning yesterday. Yeah, straight line damage winds is very severe. Back that night we had let's see where it was. I don't know if you guys heard, but we got a 131-mile-per-hour wind report in South Dakota. Second highest straight line damaging wind gusts ever recorded. I'll get to Texas in a little bit. I just need to review the storm reports really quickly. Yeah, we had a 131-mile-per-hour wind report in South Dakota. This happened Monday morning. I don't know why it got put into June 28th section, but yeah, the second highest giant damaging wind gust ever recorded in the United States. Right behind the 149-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded in Maryland back in 1983. I know, Perilous Pickle, I know. But yeah, that was very extreme winds. Yeah, alright, let's go over here to weather front. Sorry, but I can't answer that. Alright. And she went for Texas. Alright, for Texas, go compensate for activity. Yeah, there's not much here. Let me move this up a bit. Oh. Alright, so. Oh. Okay, let's go. Yeah, nothing much is happening. Isolated shower for now. So that's for the Tuesday afternoon. Some stuff could start to build up late afternoon and early evening in West Texas to the Panhandle near Oklahoma. Yeah, these kind of move on a northeast angle. They don't really go to East Texas. Although, Tuesday, late afternoon could be isolated shower or thunderstorm near the Houston area. Yeah, Wednesday, could be more isolated storms, showers, thunderstorms. And again, West Texas over here near the Panhandle for New Mexico. Like, I'm about to keep these ones over here, Mississippi and Alabama, could push into maybe eastern Texas. So it could be pushing into the northwest angle, kind of. Some of these, this part over here could push into Texas. The Thursday. This could move over here like that to Texas. Dallas area could get something. Dallas Fort Worth area. I only answer to real cities, United States, guys. Uh, all right, let's get rid of these drawings now. Oh shoot! Let's turn off the pencil. Oh, that's all right. Right, Little Rock. I'll show you Little Rock. All right, let's go Little Rock. All right. Let's see, Tuesday, nothing. Yeah, actually, these same storm systems that pushes into Texas also push into Little Rock. Uh, estimate to be Thursday morning ish, early Thursday morning. Yeah, this section over here pushing to Little Rock, right, early Thursday morning. So you get some storm activity on Thursday, July 2nd for Little Rock. Now let's look at the temperatures. Let me look at the temperatures now. Alright, temperatures for South United States. Oh, that's for future. Alright, that's what it looks like right now. Alaska. It doesn't go out to Alaska, I'm afraid. Is it North? I'll get to North Carolina in just a second. I need to check the temperatures really quickly. Yeah, the heat wave going to the United States Tuesday. Little Rock can reach 99 degrees. 92 in Houston. Brownsville can reach 92. Yeah. Humidity's going to make me feel more worse and sticky outside. Let's check the humidity. Oh. Wait for it to load. Yeah, humidity's going to be pretty high. 40s to 80s looks like. Definitely make it feel like 100 degrees if it's in the 90s out there. And I'm going to North Carolina. So it's going to be pretty humid next couple days. Could be a small dry line going through Tuesday afternoon, but I'll quickly get more humidity over here. So let's see this spinning tropical development maybe pushes that humidity into there. Temperature. Yeah, it can get hot in North Carolina. 100 in Charlotte. 101 Winston-Salem, 99 in Raleigh, 102 in Hickory. Yeah, it's supposed to be hot. Now, composite reflectivity for there. Hottest place right now. Get to that in just a second. Alright. Looks like... Okay, Tuesday, early afternoon. Could be isolated storm in western North Carolina. Those push south. Could be some more isolated showers early Wednesday morning. Yeah, not much happening. Oh, isolated thunderstorm in west North Carolina again. Late afternoon on Wednesday. Very hottest place right now. Currently, if we're going by Central Standard Time, so hottest place right now. Shooting it'd probably be Death Valley. Now, let me get this. Yeah, this is near Death Valley. Right now, hottest right now is probably about 91 degrees. United States right now looks to be the highest. 91 in Death Valley, California. Yeah, everywhere else is in the 70s over here in the Midwest. Yeah, Death Valley's the hottest place right now. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. All right. The next monsoon storm. I'm not too sure about that. Let's see if there's anything in the composite reflectivity. Yeah, nothing too. Actually, it could be monsoon moisture over here in New Mexico. In Colorado area. Late Tuesday afternoon to early evening. Yeah, and it's gonna push northeast. Yeah, nothing much for Arizona. Arizona's gonna stay dry. There's some pop-ups earlier. Early evening yesterday in the southeast corner of Arizona. It's pretty much it for monsoon moisture for the next couple days. Turn this off. Again, that's what current radar looks like right now across the United States. Most of the action's happening over here. Like in the Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, northwest Iowa, southwest Minnesota, and southeast South Dakota. We need some rain. Yeah, Arizona definitely needs some rain, especially with all the wildfires happening right now. Yep. Oh. All right. Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. There's some stuff going up in Canada actually too. It's a large white tornado in Canada about 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, about 2 days ago. Over here, we're at mesoscale discussion. Severe thunderstorm watch in this area. Tornadoes up to EF1, 9 miles per hour. Wind 65 to 8 miles per hour. Hail 1 to 1.75 inches in this area. We have some wind reports over here in northwest Iowa. 60s, 70s winds. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings. Wait, let me go ahead. Yeah, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. This one's for same amount power winds, hail, 0.75 inches. It's greater than 0.75 inches. Yeah. Severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour winds, hail up to 1 inch. This one, 7-mile-per-hour winds, hail 75 inches, and 7-mile-per-hour winds, 0.5 inches size hail. Any droughts? Droughts. Yes, I believe there's going on in the southwest over here. Southwest United States. And, hold on. Oh. Yeah, I believe there was a drought going in the southeast too, but they got hit by the tropical stuff, and then it dropped about like 2 to 7 inches of rain in this area, which helped the drought a lot. I believe this is going on in the southwest right now. It's a drought due to a lack of rainfall, especially over Utah to Arizona. This area specific. Let me draw that. It's like, yeah, this area specifically. That heavy drought over here. This area is probably the heaviest drought, especially concentrated over this area. So where I feel the heaviest drought is right now. Right here. right. Any other questions? Anything else big? Let's look at the convective outlook for day 2. Yeah, it could be a risk over here tomorrow. Again in the Midwest and high plains. Tomorrow's going to be another slight risk over Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. You have a 2% tornado risk in place over Iowa, just north of Des Moines, going to most of Wisconsin and southeast corner of Minnesota, so including Minneapolis metro area over here. And Madison is just in this barely tornado risk. We have a wind risk of 15% for Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and a 5% spanning for Michigan Upper Peninsula, all the way down to Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle, and this tiny part of New Mexico. And we have one over here in the Northeast too, for Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, some parts of New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Hail. We actually have a SIG 1 15% hail risk over here. Over Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. It spans into the 5% area too. Spanning from Michigan all the way to New Mexico. And a hail risk over here for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, all the way up to Maine. Going to New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, and Vermont. Is there anything that would interfere with flights in the Arizona, Texas area? Let's see. Let's go back to the safe activity. Okay, just for the next 2 days, shouldn't be much affecting the flights. Yeah. I mean, it could be some heavier thunderstorms here, but they might cause some turbulence, maybe if you're in the air, but they shouldn't be enough to fully interfere with canceling flights or anything like that, or delaying them or anything. Over here. Yeah, but Wednesday going to Thursday, this could bring more heavier stuff coming from the southeast. This could be more heavier rain than the one happening over here. Especially for the Dallas area. Houston should be okay from the main part. Still could get isolated shower thunderstorms right here near clean. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, wrong thing. Any chance of snow in AZ? Nope, no chances of snow in AZ. Not gonna be any monsoon moisture or anything like that. It's gonna be too hot, especially in the high mountains of Arizona. Oh, there was snow in Idaho and Montana and Wyoming the other day. Some places got up to like 1 to 3 feet of snow, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty rare to see that much snow this time of year. I mean, possible to see snow this time of year, but not that much, especially in those areas. Yeah, but no chance of snow in Arizona. I'm going to quickly talk about the day 3 outlook here. We have another area in the high plains of Midwest again, over Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. This includes Des Moines this time, and this tiny, tiny sliver of North Dakota. And it spans from Michigan all the way to Montana, Canada border. There's martial risk over here, or Mississippi Valley, or mid-Mississippi Valley, or Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky right here. And 15% SIG 1 over here in the high plains of Midwest. Oh, back to common safe activity. Yeah. for the tomorrow's risk. Could be additional development firing off in Nebraska going this way. What state is least affected by anything right now? So for the lower 48, let's see. If I'm being honest, storm-wise and heat-wise, um, Arizona could actually be one of them. How dry it is. All those wildfires there, so. West Virginia could also be one. About. Now this area over here is going to stay pretty dry too, so. I'm not sure. It's a tough question. Let's go with temperatures. Let's go to humidity really quickly. Yeah, it's supposed to stay pretty humid in the east over here, so make it feel more hotter. So most of this entire section is infected or affected right there. I'll go back to composite activity. Oh, wrong one. I actually could say Arizona, maybe even California. Yeah, either Arizona or California. There's a probably say Arizona. Any other questions? We now have a hair. Oh wait, I don't know if this is old or new. That's old. There's some hair reports going on in Iowa near Sioux City. Got a wind report back here 3 hours ago. Any more of those mesoscale discussions? Yeah, mesoscale discussions. This is the only one right now for the United States. It's the only one right here. We're going through Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. And again, this is for the severe thunderstorm watch in these areas. Tornadoes, highest probability is going to be the EF1. It's really rare to see one in this environment already, but if one does happen, that max will be EF1. 90-mile-per-hour winds. Winds made 65 to 80 miles per hour. And hail 1 to 1.75 inches. Yeah, this is the only one right now. United States. Yeah. Actually, yesterday during the wait, what's the most severe weather happening currently right now? U.S. Most severe weather is right here. In this area where the mesoscale discussion, especially when these storms move from Nebraska into Iowa. Yeah, this is the area with the most severe weather right now. Everywhere else is mostly dry or just has some pop-up showers or thunderstorms. This is the heaviest area right here. Fastest wind speeds ever recorded. Fastest wind speeds ever recorded is from the Bridge Creek Moor, 1999 tornado in Oklahoma. Winds up to 321 miles per hour in that tornado. And for the highest straight line wind gust was 149 miles per hour in Maryland. And it's quite interesting that we got second highest straight line wind recording in South Dakota, entire United States history ever. Yesterday morning around 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, I believe. Yeah, so that was pretty insane. And we even got yesterday around 5, we got the maximum. So this first thing right here in the mesoscale discussion. When it showed this for a South Dakota area where that winds were up to 131 miles per hour, it actually got the max right here. Max rating for the wind, which was 110 to 130 miles per hour. That's one of the few times they ever issued that for max wind gust. They had it over South Dakota last early morning. Does South Dakota get much action? Yes, they do get much action, especially yesterday where those straight line thunderstorms moved through the area. Coming from North Dakota, South Dakota, they moved in through my radar doesn't go to the past that far back, but there's storms like right here, and they're all moving east, and they're actually being damaging wind gusts, hail, even some tornado warnings, I believe, especially in like the North Dakota area. Yeah, South Dakota does get action, especially in this time of year when the storm risk moves from the south to the high plains in like May to July era. Where your favorite states to look at weather for? To be honest, any state probably in. Let me read. Man, I like to look for action for Arizona. There's one of them because the monsoon. We need more rain in Arizona, so that's when there's action going on here. I'd like to take a close eye on this, especially when they develop in the mountains and stuff. The early afternoon, like all these mountain areas, and they also push down into the lower deserts, like seeing that happen. And if they survive, they can actually make it all the way over here to like this part, even to like Yuma if it survives that long. Other states, to be honest, probably a lot of like spanning in this area. I like to look at this too. Do you have any sponsors we should know about? No, I don't have any sponsors. My YouTube channel ain't that big yet. Yep, no sponsors yet. Yeah, but this is area I like to look at severe storms too. Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Nebraska. Sometimes even up here too, especially right now. This most interesting part right now is happening right here. So Tornado Alley. Yes, most of this Tornado Alley right here. It's where most action happens in the United States. So to look at it, especially when there's severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings happening, and keep an eye on those. Yeah, so these areas is where I like tracking weather the most. Yep. Try to keep an eye on the moon. Your answers have never gotten a tornado. There's been Uh, no, there's been tornadoes recorded in every single state at least once since 1950, the year 1950. Every state has recorded at least one tornado since 1950. Yep, everywhere in here. You're not 100% safe from tornadoes, no matter where you are in here, in this lower 48 states. Even in the up in Alaska, conditions are just right. They can fire up in the southern part over here. Even Hawaii too. Conditions are just right. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's look at the complex life activity really quickly for this storm. Oh, right. So like for the future, these storms currently right now, they're gonna push northeast into Minnesota and Wisconsin. They're gonna die out over Wisconsin, Michigan area. Is there any hurricanes in Nebraska? No, there's no hurricanes in Nebraska. Actually, speaking of that, I should probably check the National Hurricane Tropical Weather Outlook. We have two disturbances right now. We have Pacific disturbance and Atlantic disturbance. I want to look at this. It looks more severe first in the Pacific. We have a high disturbance for a 2 and 7 day outlook right here. A 70% chance of a 2 day, 8% chance of 7 day of something happening here. Broad low pressure through located well southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula, producing an elevated area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Clouds development of this system is likely over the next couple of days, and tropical depression is likely to form by the middle of this week, and the system is going to move northwestward and then northward. Environmental conditions are forecast to be less conducive by the end of the week, and these chances of development. The chances of it forming are still high, 70 to 80%. Now for the Atlantic disturbance over here. We have a low chance for a 2 and 7 day outlook of anything happening here. 10% chance. Offshore the southern east United States coast, shower thunderstorm activity remains limited and disorganized and associated with the area of low pressure along a frontal boundary located off the southeast United States coast. Environmental conditions appear only marginal favorable for some tropical development over the next day or two as the system drifts southward and then westward before conditions become even less favorable later this week. This is why these are low chances. This is going to gradually decrease for the next couple of days of anything happening as it moves south and west. Any other questions you have for me? Glad to answer them. So this is what the excessive rainfall looks like. Highest chances in North Dakota with a slight risk. Marginal risk from Yellowstone, curving back into Nebraska and going up to Minnesota. Area over here were New Mexico and Texas. What is the square root of pi? I don't know about that. Let's just stick to weather topics. Or weather questions for now. Once I'm smart enough, I can answer math questions. Is there usually a lot of action near the Great Lakes? Would say some action. I feel like there's more action in the wintertime actually in the Great Lakes. Once there's always a lot of lake effect snow, spanning from the Chicago area going all the way through here, and over here, Toronto stuff. Especially near Buffalo, there's usually a lot of lake effect snow that adds a lot of additional snow in the winter time. Yeah. And mostly in the summertime during severe weather season, these storms can kind of make the storms coming from like this Wisconsin area and Illinois area once they push into the lake, they can kind of weaken as they go into Michigan. So I feel like kind of decreases the chances over here. But in the wintertime, hold on. But in the wintertime, can create more lake effect snow going into the inland over here from the lake. This can bring additional snow, top of any snow that's already happening. Let me turn this back to red. Alright, just testing. Can hurricanes be caused from big lakes like that? No. Then the area is not large enough. Even though these are big lakes, I don't think the area is large enough for tropical weather to happen here, as they do over here, because they have all this area. They need all this area to develop right here, and all of this area. And this little area is not going to cut it for making hurricanes. There's not enough area, not enough inflow from the ocean and stuff like that. So it's not possible, I would say. That's what it looks like for the next couple of days for a rainfall outlook. Air in the northeast, southeast, and straight from Mexico border, Texas, all the way up to Michigan, the Canada border. Day 3, same areas. A little over here in Miami. Day 4, limits the south over here and goes up into mostly the Midwest and High Plains. Then day 5, still in the Midwest and High Plains. We're here. Is Tornado Alley really moving? I wouldn't say it's moving. I would say it's more shifting. Yeah, let me draw tornado. This is traditional Tornado Alley, I should say. Like, this is traditional Tornado Alley right here. Yeah, I feel like it's more shifting now. It was like climate changing and stuff like that. And cold fronts are kind of maybe like rushing in faster, maybe more faster now, so more slower. So these cold fronts can actually catch up to the. Oh, hold on, let me draw better. Let me change this to blue. The cold front might be rushing in faster now, and catching up with the warm front coming from the Gulf over here. It's orange. Yeah. Cold front's kind of rushing faster now, and it's colliding with this warm front earlier. So, yeah, these still collide, and they still, even though they collide, they still move into traditional Tornado Alley, and they don't just stick over here. This tornadoes still happen over here. But this entire area, tornado risk right here. It's more like shifting now. The entire thing isn't moving. These aren't going to be left out of Tornado Alley or Tornado Risk Zone. It's going to be shifting more. Some areas might get more active than others now. So yeah, that's what I think. It's the best way I could explain it. Any other questions? Stuff you want me to look at? Anything like that? So it looks like for today right here. Temperatures look like still above average. Is anything else worth taking note of? And this could be important. This is the Temperature 6 to 10 day outlook for July 5th to July 9th. Above average temperatures, most United States. Only exception is California, Oregon, and Washington seacoast over here. Yeah, it's supposed to be above average temperatures and be hot everywhere. Except for like the high mountains and stuff like that. But even they'll be above average. 8 to 14 day outlook, July 7th to July 13th. Above average actually everywhere in the lower 48. Somewhere has at least a risk of above average. Highest is over here in Florida, actually. Near Miami and stuff like that. And monthly, above average over here in the Northwest. It's like a dome over here. Like the Chicago Dome or something is blocking all this heat out. But it's not working right now. Obviously, as you can see, most of it's actually happening in the Chicago area and Florida area. And precipitation, 6 to 10 day outlook. It's a risk from southeast Arizona all the way through Texas. Over here, all the way over here. Highest chances over here in Texas and southeast coast right here. Below average over here. This is not going to help the wildfires that's already happening there. This wildfires are it's going to be dry over Nevada and Utah and stuff like that. And Oregon, California, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado. 8 to 14 day outlook. It's a tiny risk over here for Nogales for more above average. Also above average for Phoenix, Tucson area, spanning all the way down to Texas near El Paso. Over here in the Brownsville area, it's going to be above average chance for 8 to 14 day outlook. And yeah, over here, or the sea coast over here, the entire East Coast will be below average. Below average over here, Nevada, California, Oregon, Idaho, Washington. Above average, Montana, Wyoming. Below average in the Midwest and High Plains over here. And the monthly for precipitation, you have above average monsoon moisture for the month of July. Mostly over Utah, northern Arizona, eastern Nevada, and western Colorado, and northwest New Mexico. Tiny sliver of Idaho and southwest Wyoming. Yeah, this is supposed to be above average for monsoon moisture. Over here in the mid-Mississippi Valley, over Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, in this area over here just north of Nashville, Tennessee, and then slider area over here, Arkansas, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois. Tiny sliver over here in Mississippi, Alabama, and a very tiny spot in Georgia right there. And we have below average over here near Houston, near the Gulf Coast, New Orleans to Houston to Brownsville. And over here going up to Dallas. And one over here in the corner near Seattle, Washington. Over here in the high plains over North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Montana, Wisconsin. Times of Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Oh, it's actually showing the stuff over here for Alaska now. Below average, southeast Alaska, South Alaska near Anchorage, above average Northwest Alaska, and for Hawaii, looks like nothing here. It's supposed to be near normal precipitation right here. Is that everything you guys want to know of? Anything else? Like 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now. Recent wind reports over here. So, alright. I'm gonna end my live stream now. Thank you all for watching my live stream. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.